Welcome back to Final Round Commentary with your boy Sparky. I'm here with my boy Victor. Say hi, Victor.
Hi, Victor.
Victor, I brought you some spice this week. It's got me. That's all I care about. And then we got Cory playing Eldrazi
No, you
Aggro.
know what? Stop the presses. I'm going to stop you right here. You're not coming to me like you're serving some special halibut and be like, guys, I found a new fish in the Atlantic Sea. You're going to love it. I'm going to cook you up some special stuff right now. Okay, you're playing Neoform. You've done it. Congratulations, sir. You have found a combo deck. Unbelievable you are. The
combo deck I
pedal
was
to
able
me, your wares. Unbelievable.
I found a combo deck I was able to like pilot relatively okay, and I did.
You know, I just found about this new thing. I don't know if you know, they're called books. Wildest thing. They actually have words in them. You read them. Coolest thing ever. You should check it out. That's basically what you're telling me. Is you have learned how to read, and you are now trying to peddle off reading to me as if it hasn't been invented for the last 3,000 years.
No, and I know that we've had Neoform on the channel before. I know Dan Staub has played it, and we had Luis from the Ocho play it. But after last week, we did have this like Armageddon situation of Esper midrange decks. So I wanted to play something different. I found an interesting list. Yep. Ooh. I found this interesting Neoform list and was like, you know what, I'm going to run it.
No, totally makes sense. I think combo Neoform is very cool. It's definitely different in the sense of, while it's a combo deck, and to be honest, I feel like every deck has a combo in it in some way, shape, or form nowadays. I think that Neoform is a very fair combo deck that is actually enjoyable to have into the format. It keeps the.
I'm gonna stop you right there. It's a very fair combo deck. I just want you to watch this next set of plays real quick before you finish your sentence. I don't mean to cut you off purposefully.
Let's see it. Let's see what we got. We're gonna ditch 2 green cards. We're gonna cast this Allosaurus Rider. We're really reinventing it. Alfred Nobel would be proud.
Right next to his invention of dynamite. I'm up for a prize.
Yeah. Put me to sleep.
Yeah. When he left his mana open here, I wanted to tank for a second. I was trying to run the list of cards that he could have that would make a difference. And I eventually didn't come up with anything.
I actually don't think there is anything, right? Because there's no stack interaction, and once you have this Allosaurus Rider in play, there's nothing he can do. Cory can't dismember it. He can't do anything. So you're gonna get the free activation.
There's the one Eldrazi spell that counters a sorcery.
Oh,
it's like the little one. Warping Whale?
Yeah, Warping Whale.
If
Cory had that in his deck after weeks of never having that card in a 75, he deserves to win the match because he had just soul read you and somehow knew you were showing up with this deck today.
Yeah, 100%. And this is me making the decision if I want to find a Galta or if I just want to put Gristlebrand into play on turn 2.
I think based on your hand, I don't play the deck. Okay, I mean, my guess was going to be Gristlebrand because I feel like you didn't have enough resources. Because I think, aren't you supposed to do? It's like Galta goes and gets. I think it's. I know it's hand dependent. I just don't remember the lines.
It's very dependent on what's going on and what your opponent's playing. But like just putting a 7/7 into play that has lifelink that lets you draw 7 cards per turn is pretty good. Like I basically just put Yogg Bargain into play and was like, okay, go ahead. And my life total's 20. Like he hasn't tried to attack my life total.
And Cory's land, or his mana count is too low for this to for there to even be the threat of, 7 mana devour. Get rid of it. Yeah.
So end step, I draw 7.
I assume you're gonna draw probably another 7 here because I don't. Oh, okay. You just want to take the safe 7.
I wanted to see what the 7 was, and then I could draw another 7 on my turn. Was my thought process.
Not to do it. Yeah, you're right. There's really no rush.
And I'm like, I know he's sitting over there flipping his 3 cards like, ugh, I'm going to get attacked for 7 right now. This is going to stink.
I'm going to assume that's going to be more than that. I mean, unlikely that you didn't draw what you needed to keep going.
Okay.
I drew some bangers. There's various lines here. One line that I forgot about, I will tell you about in a second. But I could, if I have a Neoform, I could Neoform the Gristlebrand again.
So Neoform, you have to go up. So
yeah, I mean, I had the Eldritch Evolution is what I have here.
Oh, okay. Eldritch is two. It's two extra less.
Yeah, it's extra less, which is the better part of it.
Because in a Neoform, you have to go get something that costs, in that case, 9. Which I'm like, you don't have anything 9 in your deck, to my knowledge.
I'll put
but here we go. So
Summoner's Pact.
Oh, okay. So with the trigger on the stack, I Summoner's Pact.
Okay, that makes sense. A little cutesy.
Well, it's cutesy because I want him dead this turn.
I mean, I would have just got it beforehand, but I don't think it makes a difference.
Trigger. Put Xenagos into play.
Maybe it does afterboard, and no, I guess not really.
Yep. I'd like to move to combat.
Okay.
Okay, Galt is going to get +12/+12 and gain haste. And I'll come in for
makes it a
31.
What, a 24/24 with trample?
24/24 with trample, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can so now I know there are probably a lot of people out there who I feel like Neoform is either a deck you know or you don't know, or
definite
I guess there is a middle ground of like I know it's a deck, but I don't know what it does. The Galta, you can abuse what you do with the Galta, right? Like because you can put like the Disciple of Free Release in from the first trigger.
There's a few loops that you can do where you can, like, if I have a Galta in my hand and I go and find a Galta, I can, like, with the first Galta trigger, I can put another Galta in, put a Disciple of Freyalise, put something else in, whatever it is, like let's say an Atraxa, like let's say my hand's just stacked with fatties. I can do that. State-based effects will kill one of the Galtas, which is fine. But then I can use the Disciple of Freyalise from the other Galta to sack the Galta, gain 12 life, draw 12 cards, and then if I draw more dudes, I can just dump an entire board.
That's right. Okay, it's just stacking the Galta triggers. Yes. Really quick, not to derail that train of thought though. Which Elesh Norn is that? Was that the 7 mana?
So it's Grand Cenobite. I like it here because it gets rid of his Glaring Fleshraker. Like, I think Glaring Fleshraker is what's gonna like win him the game quickly. So, like, if I can only find or go into one creature, I like the idea of possibly going into...
Kills all the spawns. Spawns can never exist. Fleshrakers go away. Yeah. All of his big fatties are, like, semi less power.
You did bring up a strong point of a little bit of the problem of bringing it in, is it is a 7-drop.
I believe these are the 5 that
so, like, I took out the Pacts and the Veils, and then I brought in...
counter anything.
Yeah. I brought in the Elesh Norn, Force of Vigor, and 3 Nature's Claims.
That makes sense. I mean, at least I like it. I don't see anything in this matchup that Cory's going to do. Instant speed. I have to assume that everything's going to be a sorcery speed attack.
Relatively speaking, I don't think, like, unless he already gets a bunch of dudes into play, like a bunch of, like, spawn, he's not really going to be, like, cause commanding any of my big stuff. One of the cards that I should be wary about, though, is Null Elemental Blast, because it does counter Neoform.
Yeah, again, and I know maybe Cory will prove me wrong, but again, I'm not a fan of, even if it's a 4 of, I just feel like attacking, like, you play cards that I think do more to it, especially with your sideboard cards. I feel like your sideboard cards should be multifaceted attack pieces. Like, I assume that there is going to be some artifact hate, Grafdigger's Cage is a good example, and I think actually he has it in hand. Like, that's a card that makes sense, right? Because it shuts off multiple avenues of the deck.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, maybe it'll show up and he'll null elemental blast it. But even if even if I'm you, I don't think I'm playing around that card. I don't think you can afford to, nor do I think it's worthwhile to play around a 2-of like that.
That's nice.
So
It helps.
I think he has 3 in his sideboard.
3, even still, even the 1 extra copy. I don't know. I don't see it. But I mean, sure, when you're making your plays, something to think about. But I don't know if it's something that I'm gonna sit there and in the tank on forever on.
No, and that's fair. I didn't even think about like the Grafdigger's Cage is like one of the cards that he could hit. Like I'm shipping a Gristlebrand here, and I believe I have a turn 2 combo. Like I think if I find a green card, I have a turn 2 combo because I have 2 lands, a green card, Neoform, and
Nah, now you don't.
now I don't have anything. Like the consign, like the Grafdigger's Cage isn't a trigger. It just says you can't do the stuff.
Yeah, which I mean, like, okay, so granted, it does slow you down here, but I think you're still fine looking at your hand. I mean,
the only thing that's bad is recently the deck has developed playing Force of Vigor over
We'll go to 19.
there's the Dredge green artifact or enchantment removal guy. It's a 4-mana evoker, but it evokes for 2.
oh, the elemental.
Yes.
I think I would know this
Is
one.
it Foundation Breaker?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the deck used to play Foundation Breaker and has now been playing Force of Vigor, like to like do the stuff on their turn and then untap and do your shit. But I'm not doing that currently. Like we're not playing that card because it actually gave you a way to find like the interactive points that your opponent's going to have with Summoner's Pact. So like, had I had that card, I have Summoner's Pact in my hand and a consign. Like, I think I would have been able to win this game if I have like a Foundation Breaker in my deck.
Go ahead.
Because like I would pact for it this turn, and then the following turn I would like go combo off.
Here's an interesting question I have. You take 2 here. What is the shocking for?
Go to my attack step.
So taking 2 here was for I wanted to be able to consign and cycle the Generous End.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
Like because he could have had like lands Thought Not Seer.
I will force cycle.
So I wanted to consign take one of my cards and still find a land.
Got it. Okay, well that's sound reasoning. I tunnel vision on. Did you just take 2 to be able to replicate, even though you can't counter the creature? But that makes sense.
No, yeah, it was for the end, just to be able to like I'm trying to find a answer for the Grafdigger's Cage, and then still have mana right now. So I'm trying to thin my deck of all the cards so I can find any of the 4 cards that destroy an artifact or an enchantment.
I will untap, draw for turn.
That's not it. Sure. It's a Generous End.
Boy.
Surveil.
And then like now all my choices have to be like, okay, if that's all that I'm going for, no matter what I'm putting into the graveyard, I think that was the Summoner's Pact. Unfortunately.
Is there any merit to just cycling Generous End again with the Surveil on the stack?
I guess there possibly could have been.
Get 1 less card out of your deck and then 1 more card out of your deck.
I don't think that was something I actively thought about.
This might be worth.
So like this trigger would have put me on a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
Or I think I'm like close to it anyway.
Okay.
I can't stop the dude. I'll take 5.
Yeah, I mean, whatever will buy you turns. Cory's got 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
You're not countering anything anyway.
No.
2, 6, 7, 8. 2.
Now I'm just like praying that I draw like a Hooting Mandrill so I can have a blocker.
Okay, did you take all of your Allosaurus Riders out? I forgot how many.
No, the Allosaurus Riders are in. I'm just not playing smart and not playing the Allosaurus Rider. Like obviously last turn, like after he decided to like go with like his like mini creature plan, I just didn't play it because I'm like acting like he's got like 1 card in his hand. I'm not sure what it is. So like I definitely should have played the Allosaurus Rider last turn, probably getting rid of that Generous End.
Good if I find the card I need. Bro. Let's see.
And I would have had a 4/4 in play, and then like he just can't make this attack. Because if he does, he's only getting in 2. And then if he's getting in 3 damage, and then he loses the guy that like makes his 7 drops easier to play. I don't know. There's definitely like some kind of rhyme or reason why I just didn't do it.
It's definitely not it.
Well, I think
And, like-
here,
That's also
And like looking back at it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just say, I mean, I guess the merit point to why you wouldn't is to protect your combo piece, because then you just win the game. I don't think you have any other creature, so
No, I don't.
You know,
Eight.
it's a tough call to make. I think though you're probably, well, you have a turn unless something crazy happens here. Okay.
I thought when he played this, I was dead.
Yeah.
How,
I was
I
not.
guess.
Like just like
Yeah.
him just being able to play like another guy. But
Oh, well.
Beyond the
I
play.
just didn't have anything. And then I just started drawing cards to see where the removal card was.
I don't know why you
Yeah.
do that to yourself. That's not going to teach you anything except you could be upset.
I know.
with
I'm
yourself.
just sitting there. I'm just like, oh well, math sucks. Probability.
You know what? Sidebar while you guys are shuffling up for everyone at home, I've even brought the mic closer to my mouth. Don't even look. It's not going to make you do anything, especially because all you're going to think about is if you drew that one more card. Guess what?
Yeah.
The game is over. Move on to the next one. You'll feel a lot better. And ask anybody. I'm the saltiest one around when I make dumb choices. Just move on.
That's fair. This is where I decide to bring in another removal card. I bring in an Into the Floodmaw, and I cut a Ureni, which is the Teamer Dragon, the new Teamer Spirit Dragon.
Pro white and black, correct?
Yes, I love that card in the Esper deck, like against any of the black-white decks or the Esper decks, but like against this deck, I don't really care for it. Like, I'd much rather have the Elishnorn.
Yeah.
And I think on the draw, he goes back and switches out a couple cards for some All His Dusts.
He's I guess I can understand that, though it is a little awkward, but it depends on what he took out. Did he take out his Wasescapes?
We should have been in that game no matter what. It wouldn't
I
have-
don't like that Cory took out some number of chalices. I think he needs those in.
I don't think he knows he needs them in, though. Like, I think he's just like kind of feeling it out.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he didn't see me play any 1-drops in any of the games besides the Consign in the last game. So like if like Consign's the only thing he cares about, like I'm gonna counter triggers no matter what happens. Like he can't stop me. But his dudes are gonna get in because he's got the Cavern of Souls and stuff. So
Yeah. It's a tough call, but I like the idea. Cory has like no stack interaction, right? So at least if you somehow are able to
no
get
elemental blast, and that's it.
Good look, Sparky.
Okay, I always forget that Cory. Okay,
No,
so
but-
everyone
but-
else
oh,
that is
on
like
the play
actually
this time.
sane is not playing no elemental blast. So
Yeah.
though I guess not everyone's playing Eldrazi Aggro like Cory is. So
This is where I decide that like, okay, this is where I lose on camera, guys.
Ooh.
that's a no lander.
It's a no lander. I mean, I could pact for a land and then die.
Yeah, that seems like a great idea if you
Nope.
really didn't want to play.
It was like a lot of cards I wanted to see, and then no lands. And I'm like, ooh. That's
Watching
hard.
Cory Mulligan as
I
well,
just felt like it in my hand.
I was like, okay, let's see what happens here.
Until like turn 2.
At this
turn
point
3.
now, I'm like, okay, my 6 has to have either
Yeah.
like one of the claims, the Force, or
I could
a
get
Consign to stop, because I think he's going for like Grafdigger's Cage here, is what's in my head, because that's the only card I've seen of like that like interacted with what I had. So I'm like, okay, now I got to keep something that deals with a Consign.
Yeah, the Grafdigger Cage doesn't work for anything. So.
Sorry, not deals with the
Definitely
Consign.
stop
Deals
all
with
the
his
Neoforms I would've had last game.
Grafdigger's Cage.
Okay, yeah, I actually knew what you meant. You said it. I know you said it wrong after you corrected yourself, but I knew what you meant. So, but for everyone at home that maybe doesn't know,
Golly. Boy, golly, did we get there?
let's see. It's there's one piece of the puzzle. Yep. Okay.
There's a rider, 2 green
Yep.
cards, Neoform, and 2 lands.
Yeah, that's all you need.
One of the lands is a Beseiju, so I definitely think this is a keeper. I'm like, oh, I can hit another land. I have a removal spell. That's a Neoform I put in the bin.
Go ahead.
No name Eldrazi.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
I'm sure when Cory said pass that you were probably
In twisting.
well, and you drew the Force of Vigor just in case it really went south.
Yep. This is where I like hesitated because I'm like, I don't want to play this as a
like to do
land.
this here.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I see. The null elemental blast is what you're thinking about. Because I'm like, what are you worried about at that point? You just slam it and go.
Well, I'm going to be honest with everyone. I didn't even think of Dull Elemental Blast.
Demon Daddy himself.
Oh.
Oh, so in
the moment, I'm like, oh, if he had no Elemental Blast, I was just like outright losing the game.
I'm not gonna lie though, if you punked yourself out of playing it because of the null elemental blast, there's a chance that Cory gets to draw the Graph Diggers and just well, you get the Force of Vigor, so you wouldn't have lost, but I mean, I'm just trying to add the Gristlebrand to your 7. That's a little odd. We're gonna add the little cheat counter in post-production.
The Pete the cheat counter.
That's my favorite counter of all time.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah, I don't have a cut. Don't mind.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I?
It didn't present, but it doesn't.
Well, it looks like you've got.
I can tell you what I drew.
Yeah, there was a little miscommunication on.
Like I said, I don't think it matters.
Whether I presented my deck or not, but the top card I drew was the Hedge Maze. With what's going to happen right now, the card would not have mattered if it got cut or not.
Oh, okay. I was like, when did you even shuffle? But never mind. Don't mind me. This looks like this is the end. Unfortunately, I think if I'm sitting with Cory talking about it, I think this is just a matchup that you have to understand that
you're mulliganing aggressively to your answers and what's going to happen.
Not even that, but you're making the concession that you're like, I'm not playing against enough combo decks to care.
That's also a thing. I do think there are people out there that don't realize that, like, sometimes you just have bad matchups, and it just happens.
Nice.
Hey, this looks familiar.
Target.
And you can't beat everything.
Crunch.
Block die.
And there we go.
It's okay. Good game.
Yeah.
The card was the
fun little combo deck.
No problem, brother.
Thanks for joining us this week, guys.
To play us out, here's Sting.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. And if you'd like to support us, you could find us at our Bonfire store.
And a huge thank you to our sponsors, Nova Games and Brick, for hosting us for FNM. And please make sure to use our Mana Traders coupon code OCHM at signup for 25% off your third month.
I've been Sparky. Say goodbye, Victor.
Goodbye, Victor.